Hi, Christopher.
Hello.
Thank you for having me over.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Welcome to the studio. My name is Christopher Mitchell. I grew up in South Florida. Then I lived in New York. Then I lived in Haiti. And I've been back in Miami for about a couple years now.
Congratulations, because you're one of this year's Locust WaveMaker grant recipients. So that's incredible news. And on top of that, you just had a solo exhibition at Laundromat titled Neighborhood Watch. So it's a really exciting time for you. I love your photographs. They're very honest. And the images of the neighborhood, for me, carry so much beauty. It's clear that it was shot from the eyes of someone who really loves Little Haiti and its community. So tell us how that project came about, that photo series.
So when I moved back to Florida from Haiti, I wanted to live in Little Haiti. It would have been an easier transition for me, and I knew I just wanted to be around my peoples. And also, I knew gentrification was going on at the time, so I wanted to enjoy it as much as possible. And so whenever I'd be moving about in Little Haiti, I'd notice like buildings would just kind of start changing or disappearing. And they would change to the point where they were unrecognizable. And it would be quite a bit painful for me because I would always think I would have a chance to photograph them.
Yeah.
And I realized that that chance was getting like shorter. So I started driving around with my cameras and spotting locations and capturing them at the right time of day when there'd be no people around. Because for me, I wanted it to be about what was left behind and like representing kind of like the structures. And for in the future, people will see the structures and then have an idea what people were like.
Yeah.
And so it was a passion project for me that started about 3 years ago. And so
You've been working on it for 3 years.
Yeah. And obsessively for 3 years, like, because it's in my neighborhood. So it would have been more of an effort to like ignore it because it was such in my face, like the changes going on. So the moment I'd see like a for sale sign, the buildings with for sale signs had like priority, or if I would see like a tractor next to it, then I was like, okay, I need to start, focusing on that before.
And the buildings are so beautiful. My favorite is the dance studio. I love it. And they're shot in film, aren't they?
Yes. So
what made you fall in love with film? Or were you always a film photographer?
When I started photography, I started with film and I was more comfortable with it. And over the years, I transitioned to digital when I was in Haiti because of the lack of film labs. But then the moment when it came to like personal projects later on, I went back to what I loved and knew more. That's what it was. Like when there wasn't a deadline or budget or I wasn't being hired by someone, then I shot with film if it was my project.
And these? I love these images.
That's Carnival. That's Carnival in Jacmel, Haiti. That's where I was living most of the time when I was in Haiti. Happens once a year. It's one of my favorite things to do. My mom is from Jacmel, and I ended up moving to the town where she was born. And because I was in the town, it was easier for me to document the people and people who participate. So
the colors are just beautiful.
It's sacrilege to just shoot carnival in black, just in black and white.
Yeah.
You have to have color in there.
In this piece?
That's from the earthquake in Haiti in 2010. So I moved to Haiti about a year and a half before, and then so I was in Haiti when the earthquake happened, and I was asked by a local organization to document the destruction so they could send out the images to see the seriousness of.
How long were you living there?
I was living in Haiti for about 15 years.
And when you left, is there a reason why you left?
Things were getting rough. Things were getting bad since I'll say after 2016, just slowly, and then eventually I came back here with family, and we started life here in Miami.
Tell us about the project for the WaveMaker.
Okay, so the WaveMaker project is based on, in 2009, I went to a beautiful voodoo pilgrimage called Sirènes, and then I started photographing it. And then after the earthquake in 2011, I came back and was documenting it more and started befriending people there, and especially the drummers and the musicians. And then I thought it was so beautiful, but it was a hard place to kind of stay for 7 days. It's not for everybody. So I started filming it and recording, and then bringing together camera people and sound people to come and document it. And I wanted to just capture the experience, or I wanted people to experience it with as much as possible if they couldn't go. And then I started interviewing people, and it became I believe like a 16-year project.
16 years.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's so beautiful. And by the people that are there, that interview, they passed away. And now I got the WaveMaker grant, so I'll be able to put together a body of work, a film.
That's the goal.
Yeah, that is the goal. That is the goal.
This is a shared space.
Yes.
Yes, this is Summer Open at the Bakehouse. How has that experience been for you here, working here in a shared space?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Amazing.
What's the routine like, and how is it working with other artists?
I come here, there's no regular routine because I come here, sometimes I have a computer and I'm working on images or video, or I'm photographing still lifes. About to be doing portraits soon. Yeah, with that camera. That's the one. It's
beautiful.
So this one's for the still lifes and that one's for the portraits. I've been able to open up and then just be surrounded by like positive energy.
Yeah.
In my work, and
yeah.
I've been able to bring in people and just converse. Sometimes I think I'm going to do one thing when I walk in and I run into an artist and we communicate and we problem solve something, whether it's for them or for myself, and it's just a beautiful conversation. A lot of us have a lot in common. Yeah, there's a strange connection within all of us, like in little things that we do. Like some of the artists here, they do things in photography and old school photography, like what I do. Subject matter. Yeah, we're like, it's a beautiful connection we have just in the shared space alone. And then it goes out into like the rest of the artists.
These are some of the ones I'm talking about, right?
Yes. And one of the advantages too of me being at the Bakehouse was I was able to get the prints done here.
You were?
Yeah. We worked together, and then they have a printing lab right
They have
here.
a printing lab.
Yeah.
So you use that a lot?
I started using it the moment I got in.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, they did the printing for the show. Bakehouse did the printing for the show.
Such a great place, and it's going to expand. It's going to get bigger and better. So that's wonderful. So show me around your studio.
All right. Normally I can't say where the magic happens because I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
I do some writing, planning out, and then also like I would have a computer editing,
Mm-hmm.
and then this is where I store some of my equipment and tools. This is a reminder of my passion.
So this is a passion project.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It's a passion project that I'm working on, putting them together, whether it be in book form or exhibition form.
Do you want to do books? You want to do artist books? Yeah.
100%. I grew up loving going through like art books, especially photography books. I think it's a really great way to learn about a subject matter.
Well, what's some of your favorite photographers?
Oh, wow. Right now I'm going through an Irving Penn stage.
Is this a mock-up for a book?
Yes.
Can you show me? Tell me about it.
Of course. So this is like 15 years of Carnival in Jacmel, Haiti.
Oh.
So these are the photographs I've been documenting. And so this is like my mock-up book.
Yeah.
I put together to kind of like feel the vibe of like how it would be. And then the writing, these writings come from interviews from the documentary. So this is like the history of Lancet Cord. And I try and like, and I change it up. So you see these little like gummy sticker things.
Yeah.
Because I sometimes switch pages.
You switch pages.
And change. And then I walk around with it. Sometimes like a Bible. And
oh, these are so great.
And then I feel people out, and then people talk to me and give me their opinions.
This is a beautiful, all these colors.
Thank you. It goes.
Incredible.
Yeah, so I've had this in Haiti, since Haiti. That's why I have it also in like English, French, and not Creole yet. But yeah, it's one of the favorite things one of the favorite places to be in the world. It's Carnival in Jacmel.
And how's the experience like being there?
There's nothing like it. It's this beautiful energy. You're surrounded by characters, the music. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's magical. That's what it is. I'm trying to put together the book of the images of that I took during the earthquake in chronological order. So you could see like the documented, timely instruction and the help that came in and the whole process, and also like what it is as there are no instructional manuals out there of how to deal with a situation as like that as an artist. So
no, I think now we're finding out everything that's going on with Katrina.
Yeah. So basically, 10 years later, I was trying to put together the work of the earthquake in Haiti, and then it was too heavy. And then 5 years after that, like 15-year anniversary, I was able to go through it, and the First Church of Miami convinced me to do an exhibition, and then that same year, I did FIU's Embus Gallery. They put together an exhibition focusing on the architectural destruction.
Yes, I remember that.
And then there was I also did an installation in Little Haiti, a public installation that was based on the mass grave that was created after.
Yeah.
So all these things came out, and I was able to like look at the work again. How
hard is it when you deal with subject matter like that? Do you feel like you have to put it away and then revisit it? Or
yeah, it was. I couldn't look at the work for 10 years, about 10 years after, because they were shot at the time. I was asked by a local community organization to document this town, because that was the way of like sending help. Like the images was for the sponsors of like the schools, so they could see the reality of what happened to our town in Haiti. And so it was like asking for help. It was like an SOS call. And so I kept documenting every day and uploading images by night. And then I eventually left the town of Jacmel and I went to Port-au-Prince, continued documenting. And it was just uploading. It was just, I mean, the camera shields you a bit. The camera also forces you to look at things more.
Yeah.
So you kind of experience it in a more heavy content too, because you're looking at it and focusing on it. So when that was done, I couldn't, you know, I couldn't look at the images for many years. And then, but then the anniversary of it was coming up and I'm in Miami and I thought something should be remembered, you know, it should be remembered. So I worked with some really great people and organizations to put it out this year.
You're working on 2 films currently or 1?
Right, I have 2 films set up to be worked on, but I just got the WaveMaker grant for the Sirènes film.
Okay.
So that's the one I'm working on in post. That's the one that's behind me. I went to Sirènes in 2009, and it was such a beautiful experience. I was doing only photography at the time, and it's once a year, 7 days. So the next year there was the earthquake, and then I was documenting that while I was there. And then 2011, I came back to Sirènes, and I realized it had to be captured more fully. So I started coming back with camera people and sound.
So you're working with a team?
Oh yeah. If you gotta do it right, I wanted to do it the best I could.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started hiring cameramen, camera women, sound person, people who graduated from the Sirènes Institute in Jacmel, Haiti, and I would bring them, and we would by the 3rd year we were going with like a rented van full of equipment and people in it, and we were just.
So the people behind the scenes are Haitian?
Oh yeah. For the most part. Yeah, for the most part.
How long does that take to do? Like to film something like this? Is something you have to kind of go back and reshoot?
Well, for this project, because it happens once a year and it's 7 days long, and then I would go there and I would film the ceremonies. I was permitted to film ceremonies, and I started interviewing people. But I think it just became something I enjoyed a lot. So I kept coming back and trying to capture more and more and more, and then interviewing elders because elders would pass away. So they became a priority for me. And then it became documenting the ceremonies and the music just for preservation purposes. So it extended past the documentary form and then became a preservation until, so it was a pretty long project. This one's another film. It's based on carnival. I seem to have a pattern of like my passions being beyond photography and then getting into film. So this is one of the Mardi Gras, and this Mardi Gras was the Indians, and the Indian had passed away. So they basically went to his funeral.
What is the process with the paint?
So they're painting on their on themselves. They're putting their costumes together.
Do you find that they're receptive to you filming? They're happy that you're doing this?
Yeah. Because it's
because sometimes people get so shy in front of the camera, but
no, you make people feel comfortable. As long as you have good intentions, people can pick up the vibes. As long as you have good intentions, and plus, like, this is the town I was living in.
Yeah.
So it's like the local with the camera. It's no, and then they know I'm doing it out of respect too. Like I'm preserving a legacy of great people doing great things. I was actually notified about the funeral, and I had to run down with a camera to document it, and then I started interviewing everyone down afterwards. You're archiving something of your culture. You know, you're not going in there with like outside perspective. You're doing it within the culture, how it should be done.
Yeah.
If you don't see anyone else do it, you have to. You especially have to. The Indian Mardi Gras, they were literally outside the church waiting for the body to come out.
Yeah.
Because there was like this little dispute because Mardi Gras aren't allowed inside the church. So his family was in the church and the Mardi Gras are waiting outside for them to bring out the casket. And then they still performed when they brought out the body. They performed outside of the church during his funeral. We're all waiting. I'm gonna show you that they're like, I'm gonna show you when they're carrying the casket. Like they were allowed to carry the casket. So beautiful. You never see anything like this. And it's all done out of love and respect.
How did you shoot this?
Running
on foot?
Yeah, running backwards.
Running backwards?
Yeah, running back. I'm by myself here. Like this, you can't plan this. Like I said, someone came to my house and was like, "Listen, the Indian passed away, and then his funeral is that's him.
Oh wow,
That's him, the legend." And I had this footage from from years earlier, probably like 2016. And this happened, I think it was like 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the funeral. I believe it was 2021. And now she's in charge. And then this is everyone's talking about the impact he had on their lives.
So incredible.
The preparation of the costumes.
The costumes are crazy good. Oh,
We need to bring this to Miami, I swear.
yeah.
We need to have a carnival like this in Miami. Jacmel, Haiti is a creative town. It's definitely a beautiful.
Do you want to go back anytime soon?
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Every year, I'm trying to find a way to go back. Just believe me, my God.
Do you still have family there?
Yes, I still have family there. I still have family in Haiti.
I have to ask you about this.
Which one?
The suit.
Oh yeah, the suit. The suit's part of an installation. I think I did an installation at a laundromat a few months back, and they wanted to use one of the mermaids I had from the art on the plaza at Mocha.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to just like reuse my work, so I had to do something. So this is the tail of the mermaid. All the mermaids are scattered throughout Little Haiti, where they belong, and so they really were leaning towards the bride mermaid, and in how do you want to say it? In Haitian lore,
Yeah.
there's Agwe and La Sirène, which is Agwe, that's Agwe right there, the spirit, and La Sirène is the mermaid. So I took my bride mermaid, and because that's one of his wives, and I did an installation, but I also had to create Agwe from ground up in the tradition of carnival characters.
This is incredible. So you do installation work too?
Yes. Yes.
Do you do it a lot, or it's just if the mood hit?
When the projects are okayed, then yeah, the plans are there. Whenever I get inspired, I do the plans, and then when I have the space, something is greenlit,
Yeah.
Then I apply it, and then if it goes through, it goes through.
I gotta show pictures. You have pictures of this installation.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
Totally.
Oh, I'm so happy.
So this is all your equipment, and you brought everything here?
Yes. Yeah, this is my equipment. You know, I went to school for photography, and
Tell us about that. Where'd you go to school?
I went to Pratt, and then I went over to FIT.
FIT. How was that experience?
Amazing,
there?
amazing. Yeah, amazing. Because it was like real life experience. I was able to get work and assisting and jobs while I was in school. Everything was like professional setups for whether it be like commercial use or just like working in the industry. I applied it to the arts. Everything that I learned. We would literally be shooting with large format, maybe not this big, but for like still life photography. And when you know, it's hard to pretend that you don't know. So I knew this would be like the best way I could contribute to certain art forms.
You knew photo was going to be for you the whole time. Is that what you always intended since you were little? You wanted to be a photographer?
I thought I was going to be a painter. And then I got into photography. I was making short films while I was in high school with my friends. So I was always like playing around with all the art forms. And it's like whatever life meets you halfway with,
Yeah.
you roll with it a bit more. So yeah,
It's destiny.
destiny.
How do you find a camera like this now? Because I know these are very difficult to find.
Online, you find older photographers that are retired that are willing to sell their equipment, and especially with large format,
Yeah.
you have a conversation with them for a while because you don't own something like this without being passionate. So you're talking to a passionate person that's making sure.
Incredible. We got to catch this whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a beauty. How difficult is it to develop?
I mean, I know how to develop, so you know, I can't complain. That's
Yeah.
what I know. It's a slower process when you're photographing,
Yeah.
but it's worth the effort. That's how it is. The harder it is, the bigger the reward.
After this, are you thinking of another studio to go to, or?
I mean, whatever I get at this point.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to get this space for the summer.
How does one apply to Summer Open? You have to.
They announce it, and then you pretty much tell them the reason why you need a studio.
Yeah.
And then.
And those are hard to come by nowadays.
Yeah, they are. But do with what you have.
Yeah.
Just make the best of what you have, and maybe someone's gonna see what you did with what you have, and then you can work up to other things. Don't ever sit back and complain and say you can't do something because you need something else. Work with what you have, because at the end of the day, people are gonna see what you made. It's almost like when people see what you made, that's how they judge you.
Yeah.
So just work with what you have, and then that's what opens up doors for you. That's what opens up possibilities with you. Because if I had waited for someone to give me something or green light something for any of this, none of this would have been created. You know, there's always a way. There's always a way. And if you're passionate enough about it, you'll find a way to start working on it.
What inspires you?
I would say my greatest inspiration is wanting to share.
Yeah.
So like what I love Carnival so much. It's like I feel sorry for people who can experience it.
Yeah.
So I document it so I can share it with like everyone else, the rest of the world. You know, like this is what Carnival feels like. I try and same thing with like souvenirs and like the Voodoo pilgrimage. It's like, okay, not many people can go there. So I want to share it and preserve it too, and preserve it in the most respectful way possible. So it goes into the archives, when I'm gone, it's left behind, and people can see like what it was like until the next person comes and does a better job. And I contributed, you know, like Little Haiti. I contributed my part of documenting the neighborhood. There's people before me, and there'll be probably people after me, but I made my contribution the best way I could, the most respectful way I could, into this beautiful body of work, into this beautiful neighborhood that represents my peoples.
Yeah.
So, and it's being left behind. It's being left behind for another generation to experience, or just anyone who can't experience. The projects are ongoing. I mean, don't get me wrong. In a selfish way, I'm gonna keep going to these events and keep doing them. Whenever it's collected and put out, sure, yeah. But I'm gonna keep doing it until I keep doing it. These are projects I'm passionate about, and once you find out, you have to really hold on to it. Life gives you hints at what you're supposed to do, and I thought I was going to be in Haiti for the rest of my life, and then things happened, and now I'm back in Miami with all the stuff I created in Haiti. So it's time to share and work on it in post with a lot of it, and put it together and start sharing, and maybe stop being selfish and keep enjoying the process of creating, but putting it together and sharing it now.
How do you like the community here in Miami, the art community? I
love it. I don't want to be anywhere else. Miami, I love Miami. This is the best place. This is the best time to be in Miami. It's like, it's growing. The community is amazing. People are amazing. And then I love like the extension of the Caribbean that falls into Miami, the laid backness. It's an easier transition because there's a laid backness about Miami. And so it's beautiful. I can't say so much. I don't want to be anywhere else right now. Seriously, this is the best time to be in Miami, I feel.
I see some of your books. Can you show me?
What do I have?
Yeah, I want to see.
All right, what do I have here?
I love your camera.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is one of my cameras I shoot with the street photography, my projects.
This is the one you use?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
It's big. Is it heavy?
I mean, for me, it's a lighter one.
It's a lighter one.
Yeah, but I don't know how you wanna feel it.
No, I don't want to drop it. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. Okay. Oh. This is interesting.
Oh, I just do these for inspiration. It's not even filled in yet, but I get inspired by.
Are you a fan of notebooks? Me too.
Yeah, I get inspired by notebooks and blank sketchbooks.
Yeah, I use that.
Something about sketchbooks that inspires me because they're blank and I know I can fill them up.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a popular thing, but
oh, I love it. I love notebooks.
And then these I picked up at Bookleggers.
Yeah.
That's like right here at Bakehouse. So it's like Bakehouse has a dark room that I use, and these are old darkroom books. And old photography books, just in case anyone needs to brush up or forget how to do something, or just keep it in mind, like preserving the process. I talk to some of the artists that come. We talk about the darkroom,
and they're hard to come by.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sad UM doesn't have a darkroom. A few places have them.
Yeah, I know some schools have them, and thank God. And it's about having space. It's about having space.
Yeah.
See.
Oh, I love that.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, good. You know him?
Yes, I know him.
Oh, he's legend.
He was my first interview.
He's legend. This guy right
Diego
here.
Is amazing.
Diego is amazing.
I always thank Diego because I interviewed him when I didn't have a mic. And I'm still learning, but Diego's incredible. And like you, his images, although they're serious subject matter, to me they're so beautiful that in a way kind of carry some hope. We try. We want to see hope, I guess.
Oh, but Diego, when I saw his work and I met him at his show, I was telling him about my project. This was like, I don't know, over a year ago, definitely over a year ago. And I was explaining to him, because I didn't talk to anyone about the Little Haiti project. It was just my obsession. I would stop places and like scope locations and wait when there was no one there, or the light would hit it the right way, the right weather. And when I saw Diego, he had a show, and I saw him at his show, and then I said, okay. I started talking to him about like my feelings and running around, and I knew he understood completely. We were talking for a while. Like, he totally understands like what I'm going through, like the hunt and capturing like the images of,
Why you can.
of the neighborhood. Like, he totally understood. Like, yeah.
The best part of these videos is how artists talk about other artists.
Yeah.
And you really do see how tight-knit the community is.
Yeah.
Is there a project you have in mind for way down in the future, or you're not thinking that far ahead?
Oh, I have many projects I'm working on. It's just sometimes they just get put aside or delayed or just don't come out.
Do you work on multiple on the same time? You feel like you have to?
It's just what I do.
Yeah.
I've been working on a still life project here at Bakehouse. I almost don't want to say too much about it because it's still in the.
No, I understand.
But yeah, I've been working on these still lifes and because of the space I have, I'm able to do it. And it's like planting seeds. You plant seeds, and then you're seeing what grows, and some things grow faster than others.
Yeah.
But you have to do it.
That's such a great way to explain it.
And yeah, some take more attention, some need more sunlight to grow, and so yeah, multiple projects. And because I've been shooting for a long time, I've been creating for a long time. I have like bodies of work that are like time capsules.
Yes.
So it's like they're just gonna like surface up when the time is right. Like, I have parts of like Miami's past I've documented, and things in New York and events, and they come up when they just need the right attention to. So yeah, there's always something. There's always something going on. There's no shortage of ideas. There's no shortage of work. Well, that's for me, by the way. So I'm just can't speak for everyone. It's a pendulum, you know, when you're dealing with like photography. It's like you got the past. I have projects from the past that could resurface and contribute.
Yeah.
And then there's the present you're working, and then there's the future projects.
How do you handle challenges that come your way? Because people sometimes tend to give up. You find that you kind of have to work through it, or you revisit it. Or how do you tackle that if something's difficult? Or do you love the challenge?
I mean, challenge. What do artists do? We solve problems. Limitations, challenges, it changes things a bit, but you gotta work through it. You just gotta work through it and then see what the outcome is. So it's not, sometimes we see something as a challenge, and maybe it's a sign for the work to be, whatever it is, to be altered and come out differently than what you expected to be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's life, you know?
Yeah, I try not to have expectations. You know, it's a recipe for heartbreak, I think, sometimes when you have expectations because it doesn't work out what you thought. So it's nice to break from that and just do what feels right. What's your advice to emerging artists or students, let's say, that want to get into photography or want to get into the arts?
I would say, like, as far as advice goes, find the masters in what you want to do. Find the people that are the professionals. Find the people that are way better than you and have more experience, and like learn from them. Take time to learn from the human being, because you only have them for so long. And yes, beyond the books and the videos and that kind of research, like if you can get close to that person, like that's special. And I mean, for me personally, create like there's a greater cause than you. Like create like it's bigger than you, and you are just creating towards it and trying to make the best example of it. That's the example I have.
Christopher, I want to thank you for your time. I'm going to leave all your information below. You got to go follow him. If you're not familiar with his films, there's snippets on his website. You got to see it. The energy is just tremendous. Thank you so much.
Thank you.